G'day guys and welcome back to Three Body Problem. We're at episode 7. So what happened previously? We had a, let's see if I can remember without looking at my notes. It was a propulsion system. Is it nuclear propulsion? Something or other. Uh, Nuclear pulse propulsion, I believe is what it was called. A ship that was gonna be um filled with all the nuclear stuff. There's going to be like 1,000 explosions in order to propel this ship at, was it like 1.2% light speed or something. It'll take a good 398 years to reach them. um what is his name again? He was going to buy a star. Is the one with cancer. He just got 20 million from Jack. Yeah, he's gonna buy a star. Other than that, I mean, that's where we're at, really. We just got nuclear pulse propulsion. They're gonna send someone on board that ship in order to speak with the aliens. Don't know how well that's gonna go. It's gonna have to be one hell of a human being, human bending. But yeah. Um, the good news is this show has been renewed for a season 2, which is fantastic, man. I'm glad it's not ending after just this one. I'm glad Netflix didn't decide to cancel it like they do everything else. But I love it. Love to see it. Now, before we get on to episode 7, just going to read out some comments that I got from the last video. And if y'all, just to remind y'all, it's like if you have any comments, questions, or theories about the show as we go along, do not hesitate to put them in the comment section down below, and I will read them out in the next video like I'm about to do here. So we have a comment from Who's 3014, who says, "You'll understand the symbolism of the paper boats soon enough." True, true. It was a very intimate scene that I didn't quite grasp between Jin and oh god, what the hell is his name? I can't believe I'm blanking on it. I can't even find like my episode 1 notes where I've written his name down. But yeah, it's a very intimate moment between those two. Yeah, they built some paper boats, put them into the ocean. Surprised the current didn't bring them straight back. But anyway, you also say that buying a star is simply a fundraiser at this point, like buying war bonds during World War II. Knowing this show, there's likely to be another meaning. Yeah, I mean, to build this spaceship and Earth defenses, you're going to have to use the planets in the solar system, and that's why all the rich folk are buying them up, because there's going to be something on those planets eventually, I assume. Um, that's probably the smart plan. You got to get them before they get to Earth. What else is between them and Earth? The solar system. So you got all these rich people owning these stars. You could build some form of defensive weapons on there. I don't know. Probably build a giant net out of nanofibers or something. Like, who knows, man? But yeah, I agree with you. Knowing the show, there's likely to be another reason behind that, but I don't know. So thank you for that comment. We have Jancio. I still don't know how to say your name, my guy, but there we go. You say, by fixing the timeline in my previous comment, I meant the timeline in the books, which often goes back and forth, so no spoilers. Thank you very much. Yeah. I kind of figured that's what you meant from the timeline. It just makes it more linear instead of being like all over the place. That's what makes that it's in order to tell the story, they have to make it make sense. So instead of going constantly back and forth between this and this and this, if you tell a linear story, it's great. I think The Witcher season 1 was a good example of like telling two different timelines in one and then meeting up at one point. So they could have done something like that, but if they're just telling a linear story to help make everything make sense, I understand that perfectly. Um, and again, thank you. No spoilers. Sweet Box says Sophons can't stay unfolded because that's vulnerable. Sure. At this stage, under full surveillance and blocked out any further progress in fundamental physics, where lays a strategy for human beings? Um, the strategy is just to refine the technology we've got. Like, we have rockets that can go into space. We have the nuclear energy in order to propel them deep into deep space, like we're going to do. So that's all we can. We can probably make microchips even smaller. We've got the nanofiber technology that could be used to do a whole lot of stuff. So it's just something like that. What's the purpose of sending a human? Talk them down. I don't know if you can convince them that we're not liars and we don't mean them any harm. Do you send a human being in order to detonate a massive nuclear explosion near their fleet of ships that are coming in order to do that? Because, like, it was what I was thinking was that, like, that's what they were gonna do. Just try to slam our ship into them and explode it. But it's like, how do you make all that nuclear material explode? Because, like, a remote detonation isn't gonna work. I assume the spaceships have, like, shields or something around them, like something advanced technology like that. They've probably got something that can defend against a nuclear thing. So there's a possibility you send a human, you can try to talk him down, and then if that doesn't work, you can just press a button and boom. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows what the purpose is? It makes no sense, right? How's it gonna work? The answer is complex and will go down deep in the book 2 and 3, and still not the direct answer and will not sound direct to everyone, of course. You can propose an alternative one and let's analyze it. Well, I just did propose one, man. They're going to send someone to blow shit up. That's about it. A big boom in space before they get to Earth, and that's about it. So thank you all for the comments. Keep them coming. Keep the theories. Tease me with your knowledge, because you've already seen this episode and the finale. And if some of you have read the books, you obviously know far more than I know at this point. So keep teasing me. I love it. But thank you all for the comments. Keep them coming. Now let's just get on with episode 7.
For many years now, Dr. Demikov has been doing good work keeping things alive under extreme conditions.
Not a puppy. What are you doing, man? What did you just do?
How long will it take the staircase probe to reach the Santi fleet?
200 years.
And what will happen to the probe's occupant during that time?
Death.
See?
Yep.
You do belong in this meeting.
So they're working on like a stasis pod.
It's been a long struggle with many setbacks, but we've done it.
Cryogenically freeze them type of deal. They just did it to a dog.
Is it alive?
He's not dead.
Oh, it's a
He's
monkey.
not alive. He's
Sounded like a dog.
green. For a month now.
Son of
How long
a
can it
bitch.
stay that way?
As long as we like.
Isn't this how Planet of the Apes gets started? Poor monkey.
cells have been flushed with an antifreeze cryoprotectant and cooled to minus 150 degrees. Slowed down 1,000-fold, but not stopped.
Is that Fahrenheit or Celsius? I don't think it matters, to be honest.
If it works for Kolya, it will work for a person.
Yeah, sure.
Скажи привет, Коля. Молодец. Отлично.
If he starts talking, we're in deep trouble.
Теперь дотронься до круга с 4 квадратами внутри. Отлично, какой ты молодец, Коля.
Yes, you eat that banana. Uh-oh.
We're building something for everyone. We're building them a future.
You believe that?
Don't you?
You have to
I
at this
want
point.
to. Some days I think it's possible. And some days I think that the people getting fucked over will always get fucked over. They will always be the last in line.
Yep.
And none of them will get to sail away.
I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Take a look at me. He's obviously dreaming.
Will? Can
Yeah.
you hear me? What's happened to you is fucking unfair. And fucking terrible. But it's happened. You said yourself you're dying. So we came to ask
The money?
you, since you don't have anyone.
Who says I don't have anyone?
Well, do you?
I might.
Is that what they're
If I
there
love
for?
somebody.
Maybe not the best family, but here we are. And whatever Mum left you, it should go to us.
Fucking hell.
Whatever Mum left me is yours. I won't touch a penny of it.
You best hug this man. Hug him
I
tight.
needed 1,000 bombs for... I would say a person is the ever-changing pattern dancing through the neurons of their brain. If that exists, the person exists.
Can they dehydrate someone?
We
Is
would,
that a
however,
technology
have to
that
remove
exists?
that brain from their skull. It'll be enough for them to rebuild the rest. If they do,
Remove
we
the
have a
brain
man
from
on
the
inside.
skull.
I'm sorry.
You need someone who actually understands the people who make decisions around here.
It's gonna be
Someone who can
Jin,
learn
isn't
about
it?
you. Someone like the people in this room. What about it?
I'll go.
Who are you?
Edgar.
Don't be a retard, Edgar. I'm talking about serious people. What about it? Serious people.
Poor
Who wants to
Edgar.
meet the enemy? But we need someone who knows about physics, chemistry, rocket science. Someone who's willing to die, likely for nothing. Which probably means someone who's dying already.
They're gonna send Will?
Any of you know someone of that description?
This fucking guy. He'll live longer this way, I guess.
Just tell him not to do it. He'll listen to
He'll
us.
listen to you. You don't need me.
Of course I need
I
you.
can't stay. I never should have come to work for that
Fucking
man.
Augie.
For any of these men. I fucked up. I need to fix it. I'm leaving.
I mean, she got the project started. They can do it without her.
What's the great escape?
It's my business. Mine and Ali's. It's legit. We set up a private limited company.
How'd you do that? Some lawyers take your money.
It's a guy on YouTube explained it. Just go on the website. We're working on a deck.
A safe future for your descendants
On
on
Mars.
or other habitable planets.
Yeah.
And branding concepts on the next page.
So, living on a spaceship, going out into the stars,
Nice,
colonizing the galaxy.
Classy, right?
And if you own one of those
How's someone to
stars,
escape into outer space for 40 quid a month.
It's like a pension account. Put in money every month and that grows and creates more money. So the
whoever
next
owns
month
those
there's an even
stars is
bigger
going to
pot of
be
money
like a
that's growing.
trillionaire. Family's going to
Do
be
that.
trillionaires.
Did you do the nuts?
We're working on setting up meetings. It's a guy named Dennis Porlock who's interested. He's legit. Look him up. Dennis with a Y.
I've never been less happy about a business decision, but the potential for future applications. I'm doing what I have to do. By all means, finish your tweet.
Just doing
Rude.
what I have to do. What I should have been doing all along. And I'm taking my work with me.
It doesn't belong to you, Augie.
It doesn't.
This is true.
Shouldn't, right? It can make life better for the people who need it most. It shouldn't belong to anybody.
She's
It
just gonna
belong to
put it out
everybody.
there on the internet.
I'm afraid that's not how it works.
It does if I give it to them. All of our research, the specs on our equipment, our work on upscaling and
And
applications.
once it's out there, it's never gonna go away.
All on WikiLeaks and Archive and a dozen other open source platforms.
You wouldn't.
I just did.
Yep. Just fucked you over something fierce. I don't know, man. Don't know if that was a wise choice. But only advance, right? So who knows what someone's gonna come up with.
Fuck. What's it called again? Stairway to Heaven?
The Staircase Project. Yeah.
It's not Stairway to Heaven, it's a Stargate.
What? Why are you staring at me?
That's what he always does.
I'm seeing you. Sometimes when you're really high, you see people. Or maybe it's when you're dying. But I see you. And I love you. And it's all right.
He's actually said it. Yeah, I bet you regret things now, huh?
She knew you called them here. It never made sense, her killing herself over the work.
She killed herself
She must
over
have come
this.
across,
Why not try
I
to
don't know,
tell somebody?
email or text or something. And she started digging.
She always said you were the smartest one. So Einstein dies. He finds himself in heaven. And he has his violin. He's overjoyed. He loves his violin more than physics, even
All right.
more than women.
Doubtful.
He's excited to find out how well he can play in heaven. He imagines he'll be pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So he starts tuning up, and the
But
angels
not the
rush
best.
at him. What are you doing? They say. I'm getting ready to play. Don't do that. God won't like it. And sure enough, from high above, he hears a saxophone. It's playing Take the A Train. Do you know that one?
I heard it.
Einstein knows it too. And he thinks, I'm going to do it.
He's
I'm
gonna
going to
play the
with him.
violin.
We're going to sound great together. So he starts playing Take the A Train. The saxophone stops and God appears. He marches over to Einstein and kicks him in the balls, which hurts even in heaven. Then
Sure.
he smashes Einstein's beloved violin to bits. An angel comes over and says, we warned you, never play with God.
Ha 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 ha. I get it. But you played with God, and now you're reaping the consequences.
No, it's not that. It's just never play with God.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It's this bitch. I forgot all about her, to be honest.
Hello, Tatiana.
Tatiana. Hello there.
I heard you were done speaking to us. They said you let Evans die.
We were done speaking to him. But we are not done speaking to you.
I think she's the one who's
Not
done the
to
most
worry.
for them.
Hello? I'm Dr. Yeah.
Afraid I know you.
I changed my seat so we could sit together. I hope you don't mind. It would be nice to have someone to talk to.
I guess he hasn't been subtle in his following of her.
It's a long flight.
So,
Mr. Downing, you have to consent to the procedure 5 times.
Times.
The questions are designed to avoid the possibility of accidental consent. Take as much time as you need.
Push 5 for yes, push 2 for no.
Thank you.
I mean, couldn't you like knock him out and then do it that way?
First ICBM launches are on Friday. There and in Baikonur and Juchuan. The staircase bombs will be in place in a few weeks, and we'll be ready to send our volunteer on his journey. Exciting days.
Hopefully nothing goes wrong.
I'll leave you to it. Oh, I keep forgetting to ask. Did you get a chance to thank him? In person, I mean. For your star.
How did Wade know?
Will gave me the star.
Oh, he didn't tell you.
You were talking to that blonde Christian chick who was getting ready to get very unchristian with you until you told her that you thought C.S. Lewis was a shitty writer.
What the hell?
She thought it was disrespectful because we were in the room where Lewis used to drink with Tolkien.
Very
You're
disrespectful.
Right. Thank you. It was the Eagle and Child.
Okay, but maybe it's not an isolation tank. Well, they want to know everything about what it means to be a human being, and maybe the only way for them to do that is to
You're gonna learn all about love, huh?
So they bring you back. They run experiments on you to learn. Don't try to figure it out. You just stay away from them.
Still worth it though.
What's your favorite movie?
The Shining.
Really? I mean, I don't have a favorite movie, but it's hard to pick one. But The Shining, okay.
I never had many friends. But thanks to you guys, always felt like enough.
All that matters, man.
I'm gonna miss you, man.
Don't know. Is it a Moby Dick situation? White whale? Just on a boat in the middle of the ocean. And this is him sailing off, huh? And that's his brain in there. I need to do some research into that kind of thing, because, like, is he alive? Is he dead? Like,
I can walk from here. If you don't mind, could I have a few minutes alone?
what are you going to do while you're in there, huh?
Sorry you had to come all this way to do something I was going to do myself.
My thoughts exactly.
No. You can't. It'd be horrible. That fool might not even have her right away.
I mean, be just like her daughter then.
Please. I can give you something better. Something gentle.
Something quick and painless.
Something beautiful. You fulfilled your purpose.
I really don't have any sympathy for this one.
Me. Yes. Me too.
I mean, she's not a bad person. I just... no sympathy. Man, so... Will has gotten his brain scooped out of his head, put into stasis. Um, Jin found out that he was the one who brought her the star. Yeah, I mean the monkey at the beginning. To me, it sounded like a dog at first, but it turned out to be a monkey. Who's not colorblind, but yeah. I don't know, man. Cutting someone's brain out, putting into stasis. Is he alive? Is he dead? Dead by our standards, probably. Santi, probably not. But there's that question of like, if you were to download that person's brain onto a computer or something, is it still that person? Is it not? I don't know, man. Yeah. Will was having dreams about being on the middle of the ocean on one of his paper boats. We got to see him just sailing away. The rain stopped. I assume that was when they had performed the procedure. I don't know, man. It's a very, very emotional episode, that one. Like I said, no sympathy for Dr. Ye, and that's about it. Yeah, we found out that woman's name is Tatiana. I don't know if I've written that down before, but that's the first time I've heard of it. And they only have 300 out of 1,000 bombs, and they won't be getting any more. Apparently. I don't know. You've got that detective's son with the Great Escape type of situation. I don't know. From what they were looking at, it looked like they were just like gonna build ships, go out amongst the stars type of thing. And it's like I said during the reaction, like if that is the case, then whoever owns these stars gonna make $1 trillion gazillion out of it. But who knows? Who knows, man? There's one episode left, and I still cannot predict where it's gonna go. I assume we're gonna be launching the staircase and the ship with Will's brain in it next episode. Don't know what Tatiana's gonna get up to next episode. So everything's coming to a head. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I am excited. I regret doing this show once a week instead of just going every day, but it is what it is. And that's it for this week, guys. If you'll enjoy this reaction and want to see more, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join me next time. See you there.